As contestants compete for $750,000. Now, we've told you that there was some local representation in the Big Brother house this year. DC strategy consultant Jimmy Heagerty joining us right now to talk more about his run in the house. Jimmy, good to see you.
Good to see you, Larry. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. I know you're probably doing well as well. I want to talk with you about your experience. Tell us, what was it like for you competing against those other contestants?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot, right? Because you're thrust into this experience and you're thrust into this house with 16 people who are nothing like you, but are a lot like a bunch of different people in our country. So it was really cool to have that opportunity to connect with people that you wouldn't normally connect with in real life. And at the end of the day, you're playing a game. So you're always wondering what's real, what's fake. Am I connecting with these people, or are we just playing a game? I would say the experience was everything I would hope it would be and more. I wish I was still there competing, but I hopefully did DC proud, and I'm really excited with what I was able to show in my short time on the show.
What do you think was the biggest challenge for you? I mean, obviously you talked about it being a game. Clearly you have to be competitive, sly, even a little sneaky, some would say. What do you think was the biggest challenge for you?
Yeah, well, for me, I'm a big personality, and Larry, I love to talk. So one of my strategies going in was to listen more than I spoke. Unfortunately, that's not quite how it worked out. I definitely spoke a lot more than I listened, and if I had to go back and change a couple of things, that definitely would be top of the list. And another thing is I wanted to lay low when I got into the house. I'm a big personality. I'm from DC, and I have a professional strategy background, and I didn't want that to work against me in the house. But I won one of the first competitions immediately walking into the door, had to talk to everybody and make decisions on who would be competing to be that first head of household. So I quickly had to go from flying under the radar to adjusting to being the center of really the first couple of episodes, and really had to deal with what that would look like for my game and my strategy moving forward. Because you know what they say, expect the unexpected, and that's certainly what I had to deal with from day one.
Yeah, well, interestingly enough, you chose to present yourself as a tennis coach in the house. Do you think that strategy worked well for you?
You know, I don't know how much of the house guests I was really fooling, but I do think it was a good strategy. Especially in the beginning, there's not a lot we have to go off of with our other fellow house guests, and I think me expressing my professional strategy background, when at the end of the day, Big Brother is a strategy game, would have worked negatively in my favor. I do think maybe coming clean to a few people might have been helpful, a helpful addition to my strategy, but I stand behind what I did. Listen, I love tennis coaches. I spent half my life around them. I was a competitive tennis player for 15 years, so I had stories out the wazoo for that one. Don't regret that decision, but I do think it would have worked more to my favor to allow people to allow me to fly under the radar, but I kind of blew that up pretty quickly.
I know hindsight's 2020. What would you do differently?
So going back into the house, I would do three things differently. One, I would really try to fly under the radar the first couple of weeks. I think a lot happens those first couple of weeks. Let other people and other bigger personalities stick out. Two, I would listen more than I spoke. I think that's so key. I'm used to interjecting my opinion or sharing the way I think, when instead I should have taken the approach of asking open-ended questions and letting people talk at me while I absorb information. And three, I would have played more toward my allies rather than trying to play toward the middle. I was really trying to make sure I was good with everybody as a strategy to coast for a few weeks towards the middle part of the game. That actually ended up working negatively against me because my allies didn't know where my true loyalties lied. So if I had to do it over, I'd listen more than I spoke. I would fly under the radar, and I'd make sure my allies knew they were the top of my totem pole when it comes to allies in the game.
All right, well, maybe there'll be another round where you can go back into the house and implement all of those lessons learned moving forward.
Yeah.
Jimmy, good to see you. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the job well done.